Hi, I'm Tanya, and you're watching the most authentic podcast in Houston.
Hey everyone, this is your girl, Miss Lovely Chanel. How's everybody Thursday night going? Good, that's good. And to my, I really need to put left around my hand. To my left, I got honey. I don't know the rest of the words, but I'm always going to mess songs
They know
up.
what you mean.
Yes. Hey, how you doing? It's our lovely guest tonight. You see chocolate drops around this mug. Say hello to the world.
Hello, world.
And then to my far left, the beauty herself, Miss Mish.
Hello, everybody.
And to my right, we got Deldrick.
It's Dale.
Dale P.
Thank you.
Dale P. That pees. You know why they call him? Because he peed on himself when he was a kid. And
This
that's
kid
why-
get on my nerves.
That's the story.
That is
We
not the
sticking-
story. I didn't even know you when I was a fucking child.
I don't know.
Didn't even fucking know you
We
at all.
probably passed through each other at Kmart.
No.
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 No? Okay. What's vibing?
What's vibing?
Dun, 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 dun. Oh, I love that. Look at that. So we want to get into Miss Honey real quick.
Okay.
Tell the little world about yourself.
About myself, well, the most exciting thing is I just got married.
Congratulations.
Who cares?
I do.
I'm hating. I ain't got the ring.
It's okay.
I
It's
just
not
got
about
the
the
kid.
ring.
I just
Oh.
got the kid.
Well, you know, they're bundles of joy.
Bundles of hell sometimes.
I know all
But
about
congrats.
Right.
May 26th, you said, right?
Yes.
May 26th.
it. Yeah.
When your birthday?
March the 18th.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
They give you time to just
Right.
chill before like birthday, anniversary gift. You know, they give you time.
Yeah.
To chill. Okay. That's good. And you long friends with Deldrick.
Yeah, we've been knowing each other for a while.
It's just there. Now we've been knowing each other for, I don't know, maybe 5 years.
5
Something
years.
Close.
Maybe longer than that, I
Oh,
think.
okay, I feel the same day. We all been friends for 5 years.
Nah,
then.
it's been a
Yes.
while. It's been some years.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't.
I don't
Yeah, I
either.
just know y'all friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
what I-
good.
We don't have to talk every day to know what's up. She knows she got full support from me. So
Aw.
I jump in when it's necessary. When I seen her get married, I
Like,
I hearted it. Like
let
me know. Hey, you know, I see you.
Right, right.
No
I ain't
thumbs.
gonna-
We did a
nah,
heart.
I ain't gonna
Right.
comment. I don't comment too much.
Congrats, and then the balloons
Yeah.
pop up and stuff.
Nah, I love it
Open
though, man. I love it because I known her before she got married. So to see her constantly smiling and some of the things that I know personally, it's like I'm happy for her.
You
And
go,
those
girl.
pictures were everything.
Amazing.
I
Beautiful
haven't posted the
wedding.
video yet. I watched the video. Well, actually, I watched the highlight video. I can't remember how many times, but
Love it.
man.
I love the stories. How did he pop the question?
Okay.
Somebody
So,
post.
we have been talking about marriage, but you know, like when you're in a relationship, people just talk about marriage and talk about rings and
Yeah.
stuff. And I was just thinking, like, we was just talking about it, and we went to Alabama, where his family is from, for
Seen
Thanksgiving.
that trip.
Okay,
Right.
Alabama.
And his whole thing was like, you know, he just wanted to be around his kids and stuff.
Oh.
And this how they tricked me. His cousin, she had just bought a house. So they was like, okay, we need everybody to bring an ornament because we're going to decorate her Christmas tree.
Oh, it's
and-
Christmas time. Okay.
Well, it was Thanksgiving, but they were going to put the tree up because she had just bought the house and we were having Thanksgiving at her house.
Oh, that's
So
sweet.
everybody had to bring an ornament to decorate the tree for her first house, her first Christmas. So I'm like, okay, cool. I went to Target, got a cute little ornament. And we over there, you know, I had my little matching T-shirt on with my man. I'm drinking, you know, having a good time. Then they call a family meeting. So I'm like, this his family.
That's me all the
Right?
time. I'll take the picture. Well, you poured up now,
Yeah.
y'all good.
So like the way that they called a family meeting, it's like they wanted to discuss like some stuff that didn't have nothing to do with me because we were outside and we had to come inside.
Right.
So we go inside the house and they were telling me, well, scoot up so we can make room for everybody to come in the house. And I'm not paying attention because I had my drink in my hand. I mean, like I was drinking and
Right.
enjoying myself. And I didn't even pay attention. We got to the front of the room, and he's a jokester. Like, he's always the life of the party.
He play a lot.
He play a lot. Like, he's super childish. So he was talking, and I wasn't really paying no mind to what he was saying. And he said, like, well, since we got everybody together, I just want to confess my love for my woman.
Aww.
So I'm taking another drink, like, boy, you crazy, you know. Then he turned around and he said some other, of course it's on the video, so I have to, you know, look at it to see exactly what he said. But he turned around and then he took the box out of his pocket, and he had it in his hand, and he was like, after getting the blessings from your mother and your father, I want to know if you'll do me the honors of being my wife. I didn't know he had even bought a ring. I didn't even know he knew where my daddy stayed at. Like, you been to my
He
daddy's
did his
house?
research, right?
He said, yeah, your real daddy. And I'm like, I don't know,
did
like,
his
to me,
homework.
that was just like,
That's dope.
you a whole man. You went to my daddy and my mom and asked them
So he
if
a
it's
man,
okay
man.
that you can marry me. Then he had told me, I said, when did you buy this ring? Like, you be coming home, like, from work. He's like, but I get off work before you. I had time. I had your twin, you know, make sure that it was okay on FaceTime, that it was okay. He bought the ring like 2 months before he had even gave it to me. So I'm like, I had in my mind, like, when I get engaged, my face gonna be beat. I'm gonna be cute, you know.
He caught you slipping.
Right.
Exactly.
I got on tennis
Exactly.
shoes and jeans and a t-shirt. I wasn't expecting it. So it was just so, like, authentic because I wasn't expecting it, and it was so real. And when we left out the house and got in the car, he was like, yeah, we're gonna do this Memorial Day weekend.
What?
He gave me 6 months to get ready.
Oh, wow.
What? Memorial? What?
Damn, he wasn't playing. But see,
Right.
I like that though on some G shit because it was like I've always been like that. If you get engaged, I feel like
Do it quick. Don't do it long.
yeah. But what are you waiting for? Is what I'm saying. Unless
Right.
you're trying to get this big wedding.
Kaboom.
But if you like really want to do it, like I tell people all the time, you have to still go to the courthouse. Y'all can like
Right.
secretly go have witnesses and get
And
married
then-
and then do the reception later. People do
That'd
it
be
all the
cheaper.
time. So I think it's
Absolutely.
dope.
Yeah.
I'm actually, I mean, like I said, I commend him for that. So.
I asked him, I'm like, what's the rush? You act like you don't have a citizenship or something. And he was like, well, what's the holdup? He said the only people that wait to get married after they get engaged is people that don't have the money or people that's not sure. And he said, I'm not neither one
I
of
need you to
those.
set a meeting up with him. I need to talk to him.
Right?
He on some G shit.
Yeah,
Right.
and
I gotta
with
go
mine
holler
too.
at him.
His name is Kirk
Does he have
James.
Yeah, I gotta go holler at him.
His
the
brother is
same way?
married already,
Oh.
too. So his brother is
That's
married.
dope.
That's so
Yeah.
I seen a
sweet.
picture though. One of my favorite pictures I can admit is I think it was you and I guess the bridesmaids circled you around. It was
Yeah.
like a prayer almost. I thought
That was
picture
my
dope.
favorite
That was
picture.
pretty.
I was like, that's
Pull it
dope.
up.
That was a dope.
And that dress.
Yeah.
I was like,
My
Amazing.
mom's
Girl.
friend made that dress. I just showed her a picture of something that I had in mind, and I knew I wanted to tailor it to me because he's really old fashioned.
Yeah.
And
He
you
from
know how
Alabama.
I used to be like super sexy, and he was like, that's that come get me outfit. You got me. You don't need to dress like that no more.
Oh.
So I knew that if I was gonna pick out a dress for what I liked, it was gonna be super sexy. But I wanted something that when he saw me in it, he would be like, I'm glad
This
I'm
it.
marrying her.
Yeah.
So I wanted it to be age appropriate, and
Okay.
I didn't want it to expose too
love it.
much, and I
Right.
wanted it to be something that he was gonna like. So I showed my mom's friend the picture of the dress, and I was like, okay, but it still gotta have some honey in it, you know,
I
like
know.
kind of
Mhm.
You gotta put your touch on
right,
it. Yeah.
right.
Show the little.
And she didn't even have like the
Just a
what you
little
call
bit.
the little things that they make the dress from.
Like the
Pattern,
Oh.
or
Yeah, the
something.
pattern.
She didn't have that. She just looked at the picture and she made the dress, and she
Right.
made my dress, my mom's dress, and the two matrons dress. That was the
Wow.
rose gold.
Okay.
Let me find this little circle.
That's a lost art, too, though.
I'm so jealous.
Yeah.
now.
Right?
Fuck
That
this
is a
show.
lost
I'm
art.
gonna go.
That's awesome.
There you go with
And
this
she made
nothing.
they dressed in like a week.
Like,
Oh.
1 week.
let me, KD, can you
Shit.
please log
Nah,
on to
put
the show?
That's dope. So
That
Right.
is so
Vivid Vibe is
sweet.
very appreciative of you coming, of
Yeah.
course.
Oh my God,
It's
I'm
a
so
honored
beautiful
to be
story.
here.
I'm definitely happy for you. So
Thank
that
you.
shit's pretty cool.
That's so sweet. I'm to cry. I forgot what was in
This
to
is
talk
what he
about.
was talking about right here.
Oh, that's cute.
And
It
the
like a
preacher was
guidance.
really praying.
Mm.
I love that. I
That
love
is pretty.
love is in the
I'm
Yeah,
air.
we'll find a way to get that
Love.
picture and drop it to y'all. 'Cause
Right?
Love.
It's
I'll probably
gorgeous.
go find it and share it
Love is in the
later.
air.
So back to where we is, you know. Now that the guests know
Who I am.
Mhm.
Okay.
But
What
she
we
got a
Chanel?
second name.
What's the, oh.
That's
Oh,
what
yeah.
Oh yeah, you did tell me to get on there. That's my fault. That's my fault. So your name on Facebook is Jamila. Man, Ozark.
No,
some shit.
it's
said
Jamila
some shit.
Osazi.
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 And I
Hold
actually
on,
like.
she even has it phonetically
Yeah.
spelled.
Yeah,
Don't matter.
It helps you
I
pronounce
said-
it.
Before the show, I said, what did I say? I said, hey, I'm fuck this all the way up. I'm telling you right now.
You were honest.
I said it. I knew I was. I was there when I said it because I said it and I was there. So
Exactly.
no, but I love it because when you did it and then you came back and explained it, I thought this shit was dope. Like, I'm all about changing, doing against the grain anyway. But for people that don't know, and then when you do go and look up her name because you understand why she did it, I'm going to let her explain that. So,
Right.
Okay, so I was on Facebook. The reason how I came across the name was one of my little ashy friends. I hope he watching because I always be talking smack to him. His name is Keith, but he changed his name on Facebook. And I was like, what's the meaning behind that? And Osazi was the name. And he told me that Osazi means loved by God. And I say, well, I want to change my name. I want my name to have meaning too. Like when parents name their kids, they don't really think about stuff like that,
they don't.
And I was like, I want my name to have meaning. He was like, well, I'll help you find one. So he was like, well, I think you should use Jamila. And I said, what does Jamila mean? And he said, Jamila means beautiful. So I said, okay, well, I'm going to name myself Jamila Osazi, beautiful, loved by God. And
Love
that's
it.
what I named myself.
Love it. We might end up making that movement and start pushing people to change that. I don't know yet. I might
Right.
get a
For
hold
all
of it
y'all
and be like, yo, let's
Mercedes.
do this movement.
For all
Right,
y'all
right.
Mercedes and Bentleys and Lexus, Shaquiras and
Bianca's.
yeah, mama. Bianca came from all my children. That's how my mama named me.
Really?
My real name
That's
was
her
Girl.
soap opera. Wait, your real name was who?
Girl. On my birth certificate, it said Girl of Smith. I got my name Bianca at the age of 4
So they couldn't
Oh, wow.
find a name
Wow.
because I was the only girl out of 4 boys. And they forgot to name me leaving the hospital. So my name used to be
snap.
Baby
That's
Girl.
crazy.
Well, that's what they
Right.
named the babies in the hospital. Like girl, the last name, or baby,
I don't
last
pay, I ain't
name.
pay attention to none of that shit.
Yeah, so
I don't even like hospitals.
4 years though.
4 years they didn't know me.
Shame on your parents.
Until my brother was like, hey, I guess my mom used to watch the soap operas in front of my brothers. And like, name her Bianca, the little white girl. So they named
It
me
makes
Bianca.
sense.
Mm-hmm.
Now that
It
you
does
said
make
that, It
sense.
makes sense.
But then you do have a lot of parents that let their kids name themselves too.
That's some new age
After-
stuff.
I know, right? Well, I wouldn't do that. But you have a
That
lot
was
of people
crazy.
that do that. They name, they let the kid name themselves.
Yeah, so.
No.
What we got, Chanel?
Well,
you
from
was pissed off
from
earlier.
happy to sad now. We're gonna talk about the
Let's
shootings.
say
My
irritated,
heart.
frustrated.
Huh?
Let's say irritated, frustrated.
Yeah, I'm just
Right.
tired of these shootings and
Yeah.
cause you mad, you want to go shoot some strangers. Shoot yourself.
Right. That's what I don't understand.
You know
Shoot
what's-
yourself.
I like
you
you.
mad.
I like that you said that. You know what's crazy? Most of the people that kill other people, they're too scared to do it. They ain't gonna do it. You ain't gonna
Why
put a
you
trigger on
wanna-
yourself. You want to take somebody else out.
Why you want to give? Why you want to take a life?
Here's the thing that bothers me with these shootings, and I don't think people really tend to pay attention to it. And as y'all know, I get real irritated with this shit, and I don't really watch TV. But the shit that bothers me is when these shootings happen, and I have white friends, and they ain't gonna get offended by what I'm about to say, so it don't matter. These white killers decide to do what they do, and they get put on this platform that I say. Because now it gets nationalized and people want to sit there and say, oh, this, that, and the third. My issue is the follow-up. And I don't think anybody is paying attention. Like, for instance, that kid that did the shooting in North Carolina at the church. I feel like, and this is just my own theory, so much goes on into this world. I be feeling like these cats go to jail and maybe 2-3 years, they out. Because if you do a mass shooting, which is murder, most of the time it's death penalty, whatever, you get life. But you don't never hear. I think the cat that did the North Carolina shooting, I don't know what he got sentenced. But my thing that pisses me off is the aftermath. Like when a black does a killing, man, we get incarcerated. Like the trial is like
If you
boom,
make
boom,
it to
boom, boom.
court, or if
Right.
you make it to jail.
Most of the
But
time,
a
they
lot
go
of the
right
times
then
you
and
don't-
there. And if you do make it to jail, They killing you in jail.
First of all,
You're
this,
not even gonna make it to jail.
this
Yeah.
people did mass shooting, didn't get killed,
At all.
but somebody hanging in front of the store get killed. Somebody just got pulled over and got their child in the back seat, got shot.
I
No
remember
gun.
that
That
story.
shit was
You know what I'm
crazy.
I
saying?
remember that
Yeah.
None of
story.
that. Nothing.
You don't hear
You're
about
not
that
reaching.
anymore, though.
No,
People don't
because
talk about that.
it gets overshadowed.
That's
Once it
That's crazy.
stopped being about a race thing, because before, like especially with the girl Jasmine, it was it was a white guy, and then as soon as they found out it wasn't a white guy,
it
now
was
you don't
brush
hear
over.
anything.
It was
Yeah,
brush
but that
over.
don't make it
But
less
that's-
important.
Oh, it does. I agree.
I think
agree.
that follows us. That falls on the culture. It does 100%.
Oh
It
yeah,
does.
we don't keep pushing
we
it.
jump out here, we talk all this shit
Black
about
Lives
Black
Matter.
Lives Matter, this, that, and the
Mhm.
third. But the moment we do a black on black crime and we sitting there, you don't want to fucking tell. Oh, I ain't no snitch. Man, fuck the no snitch policy. If somebody shoot my fucking daughter or my kids, like,
You better tell.
man.
But what also got me, do you see in the Dropbox, Mike? I post article saying the American Broken Boys are doing this mass shooting due to missing fathers.
You fucking kidding me?
Yes. No, I'm not kidding you, but this is what
But
it
most
said.
of the ones that are
Alright,
doing the
Tanya.
shootings are ones that come from families, like 2-parent families. A few of them are.
But they, but I'm just saying America is saying
You silly.
America is saying that it's due to missing fathers. I got a quick joke. So I told KD, hey, you have to leave home because the only way Ledger gonna make it in the NBA is missing the father at the home.
Because they say single mom raised like superstar
Exactly.
athletes.
Exactly. So you got to leave home if you want your son to make it. I just
sad.
collect the check.
Necessarily.
But they missing the father. America is missing the father. And they go shoot everybody.
That's no excuse.
That don't
It's
make no
not.
sense.
I wouldn't give it. It's, man.
Yes.
So,
Sí,
I
Puerto Rico.
don't know. I'm, like I said, I have a different outlook on that shit. I'm just, at this point, I'm tired
That
of
look
it.
Photoshop.
But it do. But no,
I had
like
to screenshot it.
on some on some G shit. Like I'm gonna always go back to the culture. Like we can't keep sitting here complaining about all this shit that's going on when you kind of like push the issue. Whether I grew up without a father, you don't see me sitting there saying I want to shoot anybody, whatever the case may be. For what? This shit they're doing is because they can. They know they can. This is what you consider white privilege.
Mm-hmm.
But
It
that's like in
is.
any situation when you don't have consequences, you're
Yeah.
going to continue to do what you can get away with. That's like if you have a child. If your child is acting up in school or they're not doing the chores at home and there's no consequence, guess what? They're going to keep acting up in school because they're getting away with it.
Right.
So if you see that in America that this boy can go and kill all these people in a church and he can walk out and go get a cheeseburger afterwards, what's to stop the next crazy person from going to shoot up a church?
Right.
I saw this video on Facebook. It was a while back. And the dude was crying in court. It was a white guy. He was crying in court and everything. And the judge read out like, hey, we record your phone calls. You told someone you call, all I got to do is cry in court. These people going to feel sorry for me because I'm white.
It's fact.
And then the judge
like
like,
that
no, you going to
affluent
get
kid.
you going to get the
Yeah, but
max
see,
now.
But see, it's the problem. At that point, it's because you're forced. I have to do something because it's proof.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
But the
If
thing
they
that-
didn't have that recording,
it
nothing
wouldn't
would have
matter.
happened.
And what he said was true.
All I got to just cry and say, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do it. And
And you know where they go? Psych house.
So why do you think that America is more empathetic to the white culture than the black culture when it comes to crimes?
You want me to answer this truthfully?
Honestly.
Man.
Mm.
Oh boy.
Because a black person, you just said
I'm-
it
I'ma
was a white
answer it. I
person
just-
and they say all I can do is cry
This
and they
is-
going to slap me on the
Because
wrist.
we live in a world that was made to be built for white people. This just straight up. That's if I'm gonna answer that, I can only be honest. This is a world that was recreated for white people. Because they're the only culture that benefits. If you want to be realistic, and I've said this shit before on there, look at every race. They fucked over every race. Everyone, from Chinese to blacks to Mexicans, whatever, they have attacked every race. Our culture is one of the biggest cultures that is in America, and we get stole
Screw.
everything.
Mm-hmm.
Everything we do, from the way women carry themselves, they copy that. They copy our men. They copy our companies. They do things to benefit themselves. So when you get into this dynamic of what you asking me, it's like the world. You basically playing a game now that we're meant to lose, and the only way we can fucking win is by actually coming together.
Right.
But you already set up this mindset of crabs in a bucket, which is why black people can't get anywhere. Because every time we go up, we trying to pull a person up, but that person actually is pulling us down, so we're not getting anywhere.
But you know what? I blame the media.
Absolutely.
I blame the radio. I blame the
yes.
songs. It was something that I just recently seen. It probably was on Instagram or something, and they was talking about the city girls or like these rappers. They're rapping and they're singing songs about being a thot or money, bling bling this, but then they'll show you, well, this girl is married or this guy got a whole wife. He's telling his kids to go to school, but then he's telling your kids to get be a thug or
I forgot who came out and said
go
that.
to
They got
jail.
mad at JD for saying that
That
shit.
and what's that? Just Hilarious just said it on her social media. She was
She's so
like, all
funny.
these girls, summer hot girls were over, but these girls got man.
They got a man at
And one of
home.
the city
and you
girls in
don't got
jail.
no man.
Yeah.
Like one of the city girls in jail for
One
like credit card
pregnant.
fraud, and the other
Yeah.
one pregnant. That's her second kid. Like
And then how many city girls are there?
it's two.
Oh,
don't
then
know.
that's a wrap for that crowd.
Yeah, like
know
it's
they
two
are,
of them,
so.
and it's my thing.
I don't know
This
how
is the
many
thing.
names.
It's a man. I'm gonna probably find that photo today. It's a photo that I posted like maybe a couple years ago, where the image showed a dude with a knife in the hand, and it was like, this is how the media flips the shit.
Oh yes, we
You
did it on the
remember?
last show.
I
mean,
posted it, and it
last
basically
year.
was like, it showed you what the media shows you, and then the actual thing where the dude was actually running.
Mm-hmm.
But the way the media twisted it was basically how they do us. Like, oh, okay, he was a threat. I shot him. This, that, and the third. Like, it's
I just saw something on Facebook. It was a guy in Walmart with a fake gun, and he was on the phone, and then you could see like the white man behind him, and he was saying that this black man is in the Walmart pointing a gun at people. So they came in and they shot him, and the caption was, "How is it that you can have a man shoot up all these people in Walmart and he walk away alive, but one man with a fake gun, y'all come in and y'all kill him?"
But see,
Or even the guy that
That's so sad.
saved was trying to save the people at the mall, and they shot him. He was a black man. They actually shot him like when he was coming out trying to help the people.
That's so sad.
Like,
That's sad. Like,
and everyone's trying to tell him, no, it's not him, it's not
And
him,
you-
but they still.
So the question that I'll put out there at this point is, if everyone feels the way that they feel about this that's going on with the media and everything else, you got to start asking yourself, what I'm gonna do about it as an individual.
Mhm.
And
log off.
you can. I
I'm
mean,
not
at this
logging
point, you got to ask yourself.
She
that,
said no.
yeah, but at this point, man, I mean,
I don't know. They say that the radio controls what goes out there, but like on my way over here, I was listening to the Lil Duval song, Black Men Don't Cheat. I think we need more songs, but it takes the black people to make these songs, you know.
I think
to-
people blew that song way out of proportion. They didn't even listen to the lyrics.
I listened to it. I thought the song was great.
Basically, he's trying to change the dynamics.
Yeah,
of it.
like,
Because you always saying a black
stop
man cheat
promoting
black-
Yeah, you
having
say-
side bitches, you know, like promote having a wife, promote having somebody that you care about that you don't want to cheat on
But
her.
that's,
Exactly.
that's why they ripped Jay. This is my fucking favorite album. They ripped Jay-Z for that 444. But it was one of those things like, man, that album's trash. I was like, that's because y'all can't relate. Dude was
Right.
talking knowledge, like,
And he talking the truth.
and he telling the truth. On top of that, they were like, oh, he finally exposed his personal life, this, that, and the third. I was like, you're not a Jay-Z fan if that's the case. Like, he's always been like, he's always done storytelling, all that. And it bothers me because, like you said, as a culture, we feel like that's the answer. But you don't necessarily have to listen to music and respond, because I don't really remember too many people marking Eminem talking about killing his wife and his mother when he
And
came
he
out.
said
You
that-
didn't have that.
Killing himself and everything.
Yeah,
like
but you didn't have it was no results. I just don't understand why our culture does, like, that's an excuse to me.
Right.
Like, why put that out there? Oh, I listen to all type of music. Like, The Baby is like one of my favorite fucking rappers right now. But I like him because it's one of those things, like, if you really listen to what he's saying, it's like,
Bob, oh, no, it's Lil Baby.
I love to have fun, but I'm still about that life. Like, if you really want these problems, I'm cool with it. But at the most part, I don't want them.
Right,
But if
right.
you bring it to my door, then
Right.
it is what it is. That's okay. But don't go out there and look for the shit. And
Right.
then, oh my God, they're doing this, that, and the third. But it's almost like I said with these mass shootings, man, the biggest shit that drives me nuts.
You know,
Go ahead.
not to cut you out, but you know what was the saddest one was when a girl, I think she was at the nightclub in Ohio.
Shit, right?
No, she didn't get raped.
I saw that
She
video
got
in the
shot.
club on live.
We talk about that.
did.
We did talk about that video.
Yeah, I had a lot of questions for that one.
We should bring that one back because we never talked about
We're
it.
gonna bring it up
So
tonight.
no, the girl was shot in the head, and she FaceTimed her father, her child, her kids to tell them goodbye.
Yeah.
That was so
That's
sad.
sad.
Now,
She said, I just got shot in the
Yeah.
head. And she talked to.
yeah, she's like, I want to say my goodbyes.
So she
And
hadn't
she died?
died yet.
She hadn't died,
No.
but she had time to FaceTime them to tell them goodbye. She knows she was gone.
Yeah.
That is so sad. Like you go into Walmart thinking I'm gonna grab some bread.
That's
You know
right.
us. I go to Walmart sometimes, grab one item. You read now looking for 10
I don't
items,
get it.
Right.
and that's your last time picking up something.
But
or
it
you going to a
shouldn't be
nightclub
like that.
because
But now
Hey.
people are, now people are like, well, I'm not going to go to Walmart. I'm not going to go over here. I'm not going to go over
But
there.
you can't even
They're
go.
trying
It
to.
can happen anywhere.
You can't
Right,
even stay
exactly.
in your own home. You
Hell
cannot
no.
even stay in your home. Look, that lady in Dallas walked in the wrong house, think it was her own house, and shot
I'm
the
not
Nah.
buying that. I'm not
Nah.
buying
She
it.
shot the
Uh-uh.
man thinking the man was robbing her house, but it was
she
his
was
house.
dating him, so you've been in his house before.
Yes.
Didn't
Right.
You
catch
know
that
that's
part?
not your house.
Yes.
Hey,
Look,
I'm
you,
not buying
you're
it.
talking about the
And she
cop,
got
right?
charged,
Yeah.
The
too.
cop.
She got charged, too,
I
for
don't
that
know.
one.
So
Oh, yeah.
you can't even stay in your own house. You can't even go to church. It's safe. You can't even go to church. You can't even go to school.
Yeah.
You're so
But
scared.
it's
Mm.
I think
Not knowing one day will be your last.
I
Right.
think it's like this, and this is how I feel.
It's a distraction.
It's that too, but you got to ask yourself something. If I walked into Walmart and Walmart had a sign up that it's okay for anybody to carry a gun in there, am I gonna go in there and shoot? Every place that's gotten shot up is a targeted place that you know everybody not carrying. But in Texas, you're not gonna play that shit because we have a right to bear arms. You're not gonna pull that shit here in Houston. You're not. You're not making it out that store because a civilian gonna shoot the shit out you before the cops even come, so you don't
Right.
get away. But
know
it's
what?
these states.
That's another thing. I'm glad that
It's
you
crazy.
said that because I see a lot of videos and people are recording a woman getting beat up or you see somebody getting attacked and people just standing by not trying to help.
But I'm gonna tell you why.
You know,
Oh,
they
yeah.
get
Here's
charged for some
the
of that stuff,
problem.
too.
Here's the problem with that. I think we posted a video where I think the lady and this dude was getting in a fight, right? Physical, they getting into it. Dude really not trying to hit her. Dude jumped in to stop it. The chick started fighting him. They basically jumped the dude after he tried to stop the fight. That's the problem. If you and your husband, God forbid this shit ever happen, you and your husband get into it and it's physical and somebody get in, this is the thing. You guys are going to mentally connect again and then you're going to stop the person because it's like, this ain't got nothing to do with you, what you're jumping into it for.
Right.
So that's the problem that we have. I'm not a fan of it, but I also try to walk away from situation. I had a situation sometime last week where I guess it was a misunderstanding. I really don't give a fuck, but dude felt the need to walk up and like approach me. And he was
Approach
like,
who?
More. So, so anyway, he decided to approach me, and it was like it's loud, and he talking, and I'm like, first of all, he across me, I'm like, I can't really hear what the fuck he's saying, so I leaned in and was like, what you said? And he was like, yeah, man, I'm just saying, if you got a problem, man, we can do whatever you want to do. It's outside of words. I was like, at this point, I checked out. I was like, oh, okay, cool. And just kept drinking and like paying attention. He gets up and comes around and was like, yo, da-da-da-da, and kept tapping me. I'm just sitting there like, Lord knows. He'd caught me 2 years ago. We shut this bitch down. Like,
I still fight.
I don't. I just, here's the thing.
I don't care, I'm 60
This
years
is,
old.
But this is the thing. We're in an establishment, and this is my mindset. We're in an establishment. It's maybe 50 plus people in here. I make this executive decision to get in a fight. I ruin everybody else's fun. Is it really worth it?
You know, I'm gonna get into. My thing is, I don't like
it
getting
worth
into fights. I like to just ruin a person's life. I'm gonna find you.
Yeah, but
I'm
is
gonna
it worth
stalk
it?
your ass.
Right.
Ruin
Is it
your
really
credit.
worth it?
But after that, then
Ruin your
what?
job.
Then what?
Go
You
to
gotta
the
ask
McDonald's
yourself.
where you work at and say, you
I don't know
cuss me
nobody
out
that work
and
at
spit,
McDonald's.
Get your ass fired. I'm ruining your
No,
life.
but you know, I'm so like we
Chanel.
was going in. I'm so sorry. So tonight is actually about like social media and being petty, which is what we
We've
own.
been talking about.
We've been talking
just
about
the
it, but we
topic.
just got into this good ass conversation, and I totally forgot to let y'all know what tonight's about. But
Y'all can read.
yeah, they can.
No, I'm joking.
That's real shit. I hope they can. But I think Mike, give me the one I felt like was funny as shit. The Trump one. I thought this was funny. He said a lot of dumb shit, but this one was actually funny. So he was like, "No, that's not it. What the fuck is that?
Oh yeah, 'cause that's what. Yeah.
Y'all about to piss the whole fan base off. That's not it, guys. That's it.
First
That's
to-
not it.
to-
Hey, excuse me.
Oh.
Back to your regularly scheduled program. That is not
Dun,
it.
dun, dun, dun. Don't worry about that. Dun, dun.
No. Yeah, we'll go to this one. So
Yeah.
Chanel will read it out for y'all, or Kamisha. Misha read it out for y'all.
What's Venmo?
I'm really just in
Slide Cash
disbelief
App.
Oh.
that I went on a date with a guy and nicely told him I didn't think we were compatible, and he Venmoed me requests for my dinner. I had damn grilled cheese.
And he requested $15.
Requested $15.
So
What?
Wait a
What
minute.
grilled cheese was
Wait,
$15.
right?
I just
Hold on, was this-
Compatible dinner fee.
that's petty as fuck.
Hold
kept
on,
that
wait
for
a
next
minute.
No, but no. Next week is you yourself and what you be being
Petty Betty, Petty
Yeah,
Betty.
I'm gonna get in so much trouble for that one next week. But anyway, no, like
Where you go though?
I'm not
What
mad
kind
at
of
him.
sandwich is
You
this?
told
What
him
kind
this
of
is the
cheese
thing.
That's a
is
gourmet
this?
Y'all
sandwich.
went, y'all went on a
This
blind
must be
date,
that
right?
Gouda and that brie.
And at the date, you decide to tell him, "Hey, I don't think we're compatible."
He probably asked,
That's his fault.
and she was honest.
And it's nothing
So
wrong
you
with
should
you
not
taking
ask
me out.
questions that you're not ready to hear the truth to.
Absolutely.
Mm.
Why are you raising your hand? We're not
Cause
playing.
I remember back in my days when I went on a blind date, and it was a broke dude. So like,
Wait, you knew he was broke before y'all went on
No,
a date?
I didn't know because he
Oh.
drove a nice car.
Oh,
So
okay.
you know, assume the dude got money. His name is Dior. You know, like, okay, Christian
His
Dior.
name is Dior.
Dior.
Yes.
That's a red flag right
well,
there.
that's the name.
Named after
Christian
something that
Dior.
clearly
Right.
can't afford. But all right.
But we went to McDonald's. At least she got a grilled cheese sandwich for $15. I
That's
went
a
to
hell of a grilled
McDonald's.
cheese sandwich.
That's what I'm saying. What kind of
And
cheese is that?
He turned to me and asked, "What you want?" So I'm asking, "Okay, give me a number one Mac, Big Mac type thing." When the lady said the total, he turned to me like, "Hold on. No, she gonna pay for home meal." I'm like,
Wow. That's like not gentlemanlike.
What?
That is not
We can have that
gentlemanlike.
conversation.
We
y'all
can
want
have that
to.
conversation
Yes.
because I'm gonna tell you like this. I have a son, and I told my son, you don't need to go out on a date with nobody if you can't afford the date. Don't even take her
Facts.
somewhere that you can't afford. If
Facts.
you're gonna
Hold
take
on.
a young lady out, you need to pay for that
especially
date.
the first day.
First of all, we don't know you don't know the full details of this story.
I'm just saying.
No, he wasn't
This
on
one
house
here?
arrest.
this one here.
He was
I'm-
not
I'm
house
trying
arrest. He
I'm
was.
trying to stop you from jumping in this
But
train.
no, you
This
asked
one
me
here?
out.
This one here is
If you
something
ask
else.
a woman out, you
Okay,
should
yeah,
treat.
you
At
right.
least I know where he's
I'm
at.
I'm not.
And it was a double date. Then you take me to McDonald's. I'm not a teenager,
I'm just
early
saying.
20s, maybe 21, 22. Okay, McDonald's, I'm not judging.
Are they
But-
dating or I just met you?
It don't matter.
It do matter.
It does
'Cause
not
I'm
matter.
gonna say this. Let me ask you this. So if I just met you, or am I getting to know you? So the man is supposed to pay for how many days?
If you take me out on a date, I'm gonna tell you like this. I met my husband, and he took me out almost. I'm gonna tell you like I think he wanted to make sure I didn't have time to go out with nobody else, but he
Smart
took me
man.
out all the time, and it was never a question about who's gonna pay. He would ask
Right.
me out, and it was his treat.
Yeah.
He paid for
But
it.
that's what I'm saying. I'm not okay. Let me.
That's-
I mean, I
No,
take
no,
him
that's
out
the
now.
old school
Yeah.
way.
And
Let me
he is a
reiterate this
gentleman.
before this
You
shit
can
get
exit.
out of control.
Now, if you ask a man out on a date, you should not expect him to pay for it because
Exactly.
you're
That's what-
asking
okay,
him out.
There we go. That's
if
what
you
I'm saying.
ask
I'm a
me out,
50-50 type
yeah,
of person.
but
Like, let's say
I
we
say
go
you
out.
swap
Let's say we go out
That's
on a
how
date.
I feel like y'all swap
Let's
out.
say maybe you pay for dinner. I pay for the movie if we go see a movie.
Right.
And then if things work out, like we switch.
You talking about in the same night?
Yeah.
No,
No,
I don't agree with
hell
that.
No.
No.
If,
That's
if
just
we
me,
go into
that's
the
me.
movies, I'm gonna take care of that, and then
But-
that's my turn. The next day is your turn. That's
Yeah,
how I,
I
feel
mean
like it
that
should
too.
happen.
Like
I don't think it should be taking turns. So like if you're taking me out all the time
If
and
you
if
ask
I
it.
like you, it's gonna come a time
Yeah.
to where I'm gonna say, you know what, let me take you out, or why don't you come
I
over
don't
and
feel
let
like
me
it should
do
be
this for you.
expected. I'm not saying it should be expected.
It's like me saying, okay, everybody come to Legend birthday party. I'm inviting y'all.
Now you bring
And
this dish.
Yeah. I said, what the hell? No, I'm
You
going
bring
to
this
provide the
table.
food. I'm going to provide everything unless
I don't know, man. These
In a
birthday
comment,
parties getting
please
expensive as
put-
shit, man.
I know.
Or
I had
eat
one
before
this
you
weekend.
come.
I can't do it.
Girl, I go to baby showers every weekend this month. I'm going to a baby
I
shower.
won't.
I'm
You
done
won't.
with
Be, I
those.
won't be having no baby shower, so you ain't gotta worry about that.
Every baby shower.
No
Like,
babies. But no, back to the date. And I think if a man asks a woman out on a date, he
Absolutely.
should pay for it.
I didn't say you shouldn't.
Especially if they first time meeting. Because
Yeah.
you don't know
But-
her
But
situation.
they say these women be meal hustling nowadays.
That's the problem.
You
That's
know
the-
that you have no
Here's
interest,
the thing.
and you still go on a date
Right.
with the
I
guy.
still
letting
mill hustle
you'll let
my
him take
man.
you out, and you don't have no interest
Baby,
on
they
doing
nice.
shit with him, hanging with him, none of this. It's like shit. I was hungry anyway.
I know somebody
So
like that.
it's that's why I said it's
know a few
horrible
people
now.
like that.
Like it's nothing like it used to be. So
But that's like
Nobody
loaning
open
money.
doors?
If you shouldn't loan money that you expect to get back, so you shouldn't even go out on a date with somebody if
Facts.
you're expecting
oh
something.
no, I ain't borrowing
Right.
shit.
Well,
Do
we
it because
talked
that's
about
what you want to do.
Yeah, absolutely.
What was y'all talked about them man cave before?
What?
About borrowing money. Like if I give you this amount of money, I'm paying you off like to never mess with me again. If that much.
You're
You
not
know?
expecting that money.
Oh yeah, I
back.
done done it
You're
a
not
couple of
expecting
times.
that.
Like it's almost like, hey, Dale, I need to borrow like $300. I'll be like, all right,
Your friends borrowed that amount of money.
yeah,
Yeah,
Lord.
I still owe him. No, I'm joking.
it's undisclosed. I ain't doing that shit with you, Chanel.
No, that's a good question.
What?
I mean, for a woman to borrow money from a man that's in a relationship.
No. If I'm in a relationship, there's no such thing as borrow.
Mm.
We together. Like, what the fuck?
No, not saying
No, she's
like
saying
that.
somebody else.
So I'm borrowing money from you,
And you
even
got
though
a woman.
You got a woman, or I got
Nah,
a
you ain't
man
getting that-
already.
You ain't getting that money from me. If you ask me, if I know your dude, hey yo, bro.
Wait. You have a man and you asking him for
Right.
money.
See,
Like,
nah.
can I borrow
Oh,
$300?
Fuck no.
First, I'd ask, why is your man not giving?
I ain't asking
Are you
shit.
scared to ask your man for the money?
Right.
Is
No,
that this,
or-
what's the reason that
No,
this
no,
woman
I'm not
is?
saying that's not true.
What's the reason a woman is not asking her man for the money? Is she afraid to ask him, or she don't want him to know she can't manage her money?
Or he just broke.
Say that one
But
more
if
time.
you broke,
Right.
then you still got a man. Your man is there to help
Or
you
he broke.
I need
I'm
you to say
saying
that
he-
one more
he
time.
broke.
She can't do what?
manage her money.
Okay, there we go. I just want to make sure.
I
Because
can't.
that's another thing.
I
Like,
can't.
if I'm working hard for my money and I'm paying my bills and I
Say
can't
that
go
once
out
again
with
for
my
the people
money,
in the back.
you want to borrow some money so you can go have fun.
But I feel like it's just like I said, it's just certain things, man. I mean, like I said, back to what we were getting at, it's the subliminals and the. Go ahead. What
No,
happened?
we was talking about
She
money,
raised her hand.
but I thought about social media. How do y'all feel about people posting they can't pay rent and everything on social media, and be like, "Cash app me this much money"?
I don't think
they
nothing's
say
wrong
they
with
can't
that.
pay rent when they post it.
Yeah, they be like, I need help. I've got to, you know, but I be thinking it's a scam. I know it's a scam, but I'm a mother
I
of
don't-
2. License be out. If y'all could just catch me.
I don't
this
want to
month.
be an asshole when I say this, but
It's like homeless.
no, I just don't. I don't have broke friends. I don't. If I know I can't, no, I don't even want to get into that. I just don't.
I
have
think
broke
if somebody posted on Facebook, they really need it.
I
That's
feel-
what
yeah,
I think.
I do. I don't. I've done it before where it's a couple people that have jumped on social media, and it's a couple people that jumped in my inbox and just randomly like I know them, and they'll be like, "Man, look, I need like $40-$50." I just cash app it, and whatever
Be careful.
happens,
You gotta be careful with Cash App, though. I don't know if you heard
He
about what
said he
happened.
just give it to people. Let me go
Yeah,
and send
like,
my cash
that's
out.
No,
one of those
I
things.
don't know if you, because you know
Nah,
you
that's
can
not-
request
hey,
money for
put your-
people.
Let me see your left hand. That's not happening. Okay.
I'm just saying.
I'm just letting you know.
So this
I'll
person,
screen-
Who want me to-
right?
I'll screenshot that shit.
I know.
And tag her. I'll screenshot and tag your husband. Look, we got a problem, bro, and this ain't got nothing to do with me.
He gonna
That's
be
on
good
me.
because I didn't get to go home and cook, so I didn't got cash out. So I'm taking him some dinner home.
Right.
Hey,
Exactly.
I'm not
Get him
taking
a Red
care of y'all.
Lobster.
Wait,
I'm
have
getting
you
you
seen
some
my
Red-
son? I'm gonna need more than $40
Yeah,
to
that nigga
feed
can
that
eat.
boy.
You seen him? He came to the kickball tournament. I said, this kid is not even legal to play. She was like, he 14. I said he built like an 18-year-old. What the hell?
17 now, but at the time he was a young. I don't even know if
He was
he
like
was.
12 or 13.
He wasn't even 14 then.
He was like 12 or 13. I was
I'm
like,
only
man, this
8.
kid is built like a linebacker. I was like, he can't play the kickball tournament. All these kids are little, like they're 4 feet and below.
But he was the
He
same
came
age.
in, this kid was 5'8", bro. And that nigga playing with a bunch of 1-year-olds. That's not right, dog.
Kicking the ball, knocking him in the
And I think Herb was like, yeah, he on my team. You got the biggest kid out here, dog.
Like, can I see his birthday?
But
Say,
what
man, that nigga
about-
ate his Wheaties for real?
But the Cash App, I be seeing people even on the videos, like preachers be on their videos. Send me your cash. I'll send you random $20, and people be just posting it.
Yeah.
I'll be like, Lovely Chanel, please pick me, please pick me.
Yeah, I seen
I don't
that.
know if that's true or fake.
Did you ever get the money?
No.
See.
And then somebody be like, oh, thank you, Jesus. You know, be taking ton and
Well,
He
you
sent
never
me
know.
no-
Just keep on sending your cash up because they can't take money from you.
No.
If you get them the cash up. So just keep sending it and let me know if it worked because I'm going to try it.
what Mish they do?
No, like somebody had posted their Cash App info, and you can request money from people. So I guess the lady was expecting somebody to get her money, to request money, and the person, it was somebody else that had seen it and requested like $400, and the person didn't like
Pay attention.
they didn't pay attention, and they gave it.
I need to start sending some random.
But you
gotta
gotta pay
watch.
attention. You gotta put in
That's
your
what I'm saying.
passcode.
I'm
Then
not
you gotta do
finna send no
face
money.
thinking.
I mean,
Nah, but when you request, I mean,
I don't know. Like
I need to get a
said,
phone
Social
call
media
first.
is so much nowadays.
right?
It's so much. It's making women want to change their bodies. One man want multiple women's, and
Shoot, I want to change my body without social media. I just want a 6-pack and a bigger booty.
I just want the booty.
But I don't want to do the squats.
I don't got.
I go get the shots.
I have. I'm out this conversation. Oh, okay. Oh, Mike, save me.
Right.
Mike, save me. Come on, Mike. Thank you.
Magic Mike.
So, give it to me, Mish. Read that.
ASAP Rocky released from prison and on his way home to the United States from Sweden. It was a rocky week. Get home ASAP. ASAP.
That
I saw that.
shit was funny to me.
Yeah.
It was. He said a lot of dumb shit, but y'all gotta give him this one. That shit was funny.
That was a good
because
one.
That is probably the pettiest shit he's ever done.
Yeah.
Them Twitter fingers be.
Right.
I mean, what do he
That
do?
was funny.
He twitters.
What?
What
That's
his
it.
wife? What's his wife's name?
She don't speak English.
Melania or something like that. Melania.
Milan. I don't know. It make me wonder.
Been in the
Do she
country
just?
how long? And
Do they
That
be
was
having
crazy.
sex and he just be tweeting like,
I don't know.
I am entering her right now and da, da, da. I don't know.
It's
He just
been a rocky
Twitter
week.
fingers all the
Yeah.
time
But this okay. Let's.
on the toilet.
I'm glad. Okay, let's say let's. We're in a different time, people. We're totally different time. So what he's doing now is times like this is the era that we in. Social media.
It is.
So you can't really get mad at him for using the platform that's available for
Yeah.
him, and it's freedom of speech. So if you don't like it, don't follow him. If you don't like it, don't look at it. If somebody
I don't
support
even
it,
have
don't
a
support
Twitter,
it.
so
Yeah.
I'm not
I
following.
don't
I don't
even
have
either.
Twitter either.
Somebody asked me. I think one of my friends asked me yesterday. They were like, "Man, you got a Twitter?" No.
Mm.
For what?
But isn't Twitter the same as Facebook? Like people can just comment under your posts?
I don't know.
It's like different. I don't know. It's not like you. I don't
I ain't
know.
a-
I
don't
never
have
did
Twitter
a study on that. And Twitter was out before Facebook.
It was?
It was.
Yeah.
Was it?
People was doing
Well,
it
I
on
was
Facebook.
late
Twitter
to
was
Facebook
jumping.
and Instagram
I know,
because
right?
I
Me
was stuck
too.
on MySpace for forever.
Right?
Yes, I love
I
I had
MySpace.
my
You
little
and
glitter
my
shit at the
generation,
top, nigga. My
right?
music.
See,
What you
yeah,
talking about?
right?
Bow Wow in
You
the
and my
background.
No, it wasn't no Bow Wow.
We didn't have a
I like the music
Well,
on MySpace.
Yeah.
right.
Facebook
Everybody
eventually
be
bring it
everybody
back.
be trying to like, hey, listen to my music, listen to my mix.
We our own little DJs.
That was the time, man.
And you could pick the song.
And you know what's crazy at the time? Social media wasn't as petty as it is now.
No,
No.
well, people wasn't petty like that back then.
It wasn't. Not
Because people were
for
getting
people in the background. This is our era.
right.
This
Our
our era.
era.
over here. Yeah, I'm just helping you out, youngster.
Our
What
era.
you saying? For our era, it wasn't
Go
like
for
this.
yourself. I always be
I don't know what
creative.
y'all on now. Like it's just too much.
Do you
Here's the
know how many
thing.
backgrounds I had to steal for
I know.
MySpace?
I know.
I just don't. My thing
We
with
was
that
all
shit.
graphic designers
I
back
need to
then.
see if I can log into MySpace again.
It's like a music thing now.
Oh, I
It's
don't
mostly
know.
music.
I just, like I said, maybe a lot of people gonna say it probably was, but I don't entertain it. I don't. At one point I did, probably like 6-7 years ago. I'll probably like you subliminally shoot at me,
Taught
and
you
I
how to
know
code.
I'm coming. But then it's after a while you start realizing like, what do you get out of it?
What's the point of sending a subliminal post? Like, I'm going to tag you in it. I'm going to let you know that I'm talking
know
about
you
you. You don't
gangsta.
have to question
Story time.
who my post about.
You want to tell it? You want to tell a story?
You could tell the
I'm
story.
petty as fuck right now.
Oh, we've
You
been
wanna tell
talking
a story?
for a good
So-
minute.
So here's the funny thing. We ain't gonna use no names. We just gonna use a situation.
No,
You
we
cool
gotta
with
use
that?
a name.
Nah.
Pookie and Keisha.
We gonna use Pookie and
I
Keisha.
think the girl name was Keisha.
Petty as shit. Hey, I'm really. I
Let's
wasn't
say
trying to
Pookie
be.
and TT.
Hey,
Pookie
bro.
and TT.
If you watching it and you know it's about you, look, I'm sorry. Okay,
Well,
but
own your shit.
yeah, you gotta own your shit on this.
Like
So
Pookie
there was a
is-
situation in this group, her and I in, where it's a group of us. We mix and mingle. We kind of hang out every now and then. I think the last party we threw was at my house. I think, right?
Yeah.
So a situation in the group happened. There was 2 people who dated, and then this other person got added was with the person at this particular moment. The girl decided to kind of like keep shooting subliminals in the group, though.
Who, Keisha?
Yes.
Yeah, Keisha.
Okay.
My bad. I forgot we used a fake name.
Yeah.
Shit. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
Keisha.
forget.
Keisha.
Y'all gotta rock with me because I'm gonna fuck this all the way up. So Keisha started like shooting subliminals at what's
Honey.
your fake
Pookie.
name?
Honey.
And I'm not calling. I can't.
Pookie.
What's your fake name?
Like another fake name.
Yeah, give me another fake.
Honeybee.
Name.
TT.
No,
TT.
Keisha started shooting subliminals at Miss St. Patrick, right?
Oh.
So Miss St. Patrick,
That's
Miss St. Patrick wasn't having that shit. You feel me?
No.
Oh.
But it is the holiday right before my birthday.
Oh God. Look, so Miss St. Patrick was like,
That's
"Yo,
her favorite.
I'm the type of chick."
That's her favorite.
She used another word that at you. So then she had like added Keisha, and then Keisha was like, "Oh no, I wasn't really just saying anything about you." But by this time, it was like a month of like subliminals to the point where we were like in a whole nother group, like, "Hey, is she talking about Miss St. Patrick?" Because I feel like she is. And then I kind of got involved a little bit. I was just being nosy. I didn't say shit. I
Petty.
was just like, "Hey, buddy, by chance, is that your ex?" "Yeah, man."
Pookie.
Yeah, Pookie. I
Okay.
say, "Hey, Pookie, that's your ex, Miss St. Patrick." He's like, "Yeah." "So you dating Keisha?" He's like, "Yeah."
Look at him.
"You not gonna stop Keisha from shooting at Miss St. Patrick?" Man, I don't know what you're talking about. I said, "Man, Miss St. Patrick probably about that life, bro."
Yeah.
And then like 2 weeks after that, I seen a post on Facebook. Miss St. Patrick started tagging everybody involved. I was like, "Man, I'll log out of Facebook. I don't even want the smoke." She let her have it. It
And
was
you
like,
know what's so funny is that a whole nother friend had seen my post and then he put on his page. So we just gonna act like we didn't see that post, right?
yeah. Like they added it on. It was like, "So y'all gonna act like Miss St. Patrick ain't posted?" I just, I do my normal, like, keep it moving. I don't want to get involved. She went
Or
in,
people
though.
do the popcorn thing.
Yeah. Sip your tea.
She
eat
went
your
in,
popcorn.
like, she tagged that girl on there with-
I tagged her and Pookie.
Yeah. Keisha and
Keisha
Pookie got
and
tagged.
Pookie.
Pookie ass did one of these numbers. I thought everybody was eating the fucking chills. Now you better own that because at this route, she fit come for all men, man. I ain't even do nothing.
Well, in his defense, he told me that he told her
He checked.
you
her.
don't want that smoke,
He-
like
he
because
did. He checked.
they
her.
knew Miss St. Patrick was kind of cuckoo.
Yeah.
So he was like, I done tried to warn her. I told her to stop, but she just want to jump off the dresser head first.
Okay.
She felt the need to hang herself.
on that subject, like you tagging all that. I mean, Miss St. Patrick's was tagging. So you know how they have the live Facebook and live Instagram, like the 2 people be just arguing against each other.
They didn't
like,
have it back then.
They have.
Mm-mm.
But I'm just
that's
saying,
like real
now.
news.
Now it's like,
She wouldn't have accepted it.
do you know this person stay? Do y'all have each other phone
Oh, I knew where
numbers?
she
Oh,
stayed because she
nah.
was living in the house I used to live in. So I knew where she stayed. I
St.
think I
Patrick.
put that in the. I think
This
I
is a
put that.
fake story.
Say,
Oh, okay.
It just got
Patrick's
real.
no.
Yeah, Miss
This is
St.
a fake
Patrick.
story.
Miss St. Patrick's knew where the girl
we do
stayed
not
at.
associate with her.
Yeah, well, hey,
If Keisha come up missing, St. Patrick's
nah,
gone.
it's all good now, but that shit was.
She
Yeah,
get hit
that was
all
a
over. I
long
feel
time
that
ago.
heat.
One of those things like,
But
and
you
it's-
can't just keep shooting slugs
Yeah,
at somebody
and feel like
because
Mm.
a person can only be so mature
About
and
some-
they can
Right.
only
Absolutely.
keep dodging
Absolutely.
for so long. And then when you start bringing up their kids, you know what I'm
Right.
saying?
You're
Then
gonna keep poking that bear.
yeah, now it's time for
yeah,
you to,
it goes on now, man, where people kind of go out their way, and as a good friend of mine. I'm gonna leave it no names with this one. It's like, hey, motherfuckers want to shoot subliminals and have private pages. And I was like, you know what? You right. And like you said, you have people that'll go out their way to like provoke another individual, and then when they respond, you want to throw your hands up.
or they be saying it's just Facebook. I can't stand that one right
Back
there.
that shit up. So
But if you're gonna shoot a slug out there, why you don't just tell the person
Own it.
that you want to
Right.
know. You know, like
Own that
this
shit.
is about you. I want you to know this.
Face to face.
About that life.
They not about their
I
life.
say it all the time. I ever get tagged or something. I'm
We from
hey,
Houston.
You know where I'm at. It is what it is at this point.
Miss St. Patrick dropped location before too.
I'll drop location.
I know. I
ruin
witnessed
lives.
it. Miss St. Patrick, you just stop watching Power at some point.
I
okay?
had to. I had
Well,
to.
Paul.
I had to.
So we're gonna have fun. Let's have a little fun before we close this out. So you're gonna say this. You're gonna say what you don't have time for. You're like, I don't have time for this petty shit. Okay, you get it?
So I'm gonna say I don't have time for this petty
And
shit.
then say what it is.
Okay.
Or you can say what it is and then say, I don't have time for that petty shit. You get
Okay.
it?
Mhm.
You got it? You gonna go first? No?
Nah, I have to think what my petty shit
Oh
gonna
my God.
be.
Mish, you got one?
Yeah.
No.
God made me go.
You got one?
Mm-mm.
Y'all
don't
know,
have
so
time.
y'all
I
don't
ain't
know
got
what
no, I
buddy-
got it.
Right.
Let's
I
go.
ain't got no
What you
petty
got?
shit, Dale.
That made no fucking sense.
No sense.
Cause you petty and that's that petty shit over there.
No,
I'm
this
just
is
petty.
this how you do it. I don't have time for Chanel bullshit. I don't have time for that petty shit.
No, that'll just fail. Just
Huh? That's how you wanna do it?
Yeah. I
Whatever.
don't have no petty shit. I mean, I don't know nobody with no petty shit. I don't. The world.
I tried. Anyway, let's go back to what we normally do. That was just for some fucking fun. But we always leave.
You had fun?
Yeah. I almost lit your ass on fire, but I'll let you make it. Maybe next week I'll smoke the shit out of you. Almost guaranteed. But let's what's wrong?
I'm
Yeah,
listening.
put this back. I was hoping you pick your face back up. So, normally we close it out with a Normally we close the show out. Normally we close the show out with a quote that you want to give people or whatever, a quote that you stand by. So, do you have one that you live by?
I don't really have a quote, but I guess something that I can say because you know I've come a very long way.
Yes, we have.
I just think that like a lot of times people take things too serious, and sometimes life can be short. Sometimes life can be long as hell. So I think that you should just try to enjoy life. You should try to avoid the pettiness, avoid messy people, fake friends.
Absolutely.
You know, things that's going to cause stress in your life, and just try to enjoy.
Right.
Smoke some weed, drink
I
some
say all the
wine,
time.
have good sex. You know what I'm saying? Like, do things that's going to make you feel good.
Oh no, you learn a lot from that one. That's an OG gangster.
It's no point in being miserable and walking around unhappy and sad. So I think that
Facts.
you should just live your life, do something spontaneous, do some stuff
Right.
that you wouldn't normally do. Because I'm all for that.
All right.
Right.
What you got, Mish?
I say, like I said last week, take care of your star player. Take care of you. Like, take care of you.
Because if you don't take care of yourself, hello.
Me and Chanel about to fucking fight over here. Bianca, what you got?
Chase after your dreams. Don't let your dreams chase after you.
Ooh.
That's what you came up with.
Yeah, I was thinking the whole week.
Can you say it like that again
Do
one
it
more
one more time.
Chase after your dreams.
On the mic.
Don't let your dreams
Do you Jill
chase
Scott?
after
Do you
you.
Jill Scott? Why you say
Look, this a thick one.
Hold on, she just
Oh
don't
my
know.
God. Hey, we gotta.
It's a thicker.
Oh man, that shit threw me off. I don't even have one. No, but also real legit. Ooh, it's a big one. Nah, but I can't stop laughing. Okay. Let me finish. All right, nah, seriously.
that was funny.
It was. You funny as shit. Oh my goodness. All right, I'm trying to stop laughing inside. But no, when you do see the subliminals and you deal with petty people and people that don't have shit better to do with their lives, always ask yourself, how much money do I gain? How much money do I lose? And is it even worth my energy? And this is Vybe. We'll see you next Thursday. We love y'all.
Next
Good night.
Thursday.
Peace.
Anytime.